Controller really shines when you're a multitasker. With one button, I have instant access to the tools I actually need. You're no longer hunting menus, you're simply pressing one button and staying in your creative workflow. I'll admit it, I'm the type that has way too many windows open. At one point, I'm video editing, then I'm jumping into YouTube, then I'm checking my emails, and half the time I forget what I was even doing in the first place. Though this controller didn't fix my attention span, it did, however, save me a lot of time from wasted clicks. This is the Fifine AmpliGame D6. Most people think it's a streamer's gadget, but I wanted to take it firsthand in my real-world workflow, from video editing, productivity, and multitasking. Right out of the box, it's compact, angled with 15 customizable keys that all light up with little icons. Downloaded the Fifine Stream Controller app, the basics were simple. I set shortcut keys for all my most used apps and websites such as ChatGPT, Adobe Voice Enhancer, and Lightroom. Each button can be labeled under a scene category. And when you connect a scene to a specific app, the D6 automatically will switch the layout the moment you are operating within that app. For example, editing, I built a second scene just for Final Cut Pro. I grabbed the shortcut pack from the App Store, and now I've got instant access to all the tools I mostly use, like cutting clips, cropping, waveform, and even scaling as well. Now, instead of memorizing keystrokes or reaching across the keyboard, it's all in one tap on the D6. Here's the thing, if the app you use isn't featured, you can create your own shortcuts through the custom action flow. That part, though, takes some time to learn, but here's the value. Once you've mapped out the workflow, those extra clicks start to disappear. You're no longer hunting menus, you're simply pressing one button and staying in your creative workflow. My only downside so far is that I wish there was more tutorials for each one of these sections. The power is definitely there, but if you've never used a Stream Deck before, figuring out action flows can feel very overwhelming. What helped me was starting simple, just setting up the apps I use the most. And once I started to do that, things started to make more sense, and it's actually now becoming one of my everyday flows. This controller really shines when you're a multitasker. If you're someone who's constantly bouncing between apps, clicking through menus, or hitting those alt tabs all day, the D6 cuts out all that extra friction and gives you one button access to what you actually need. At the end of the day, the real value of the D6 is time. All those little clicks and scrolls you're not doing anymore, they add up. With one button, I have instant access to the tools I actually need, but it does take some strategy, knowing your workflow, setting up the right apps, and building out scenes. But once it's dialed in, this controller pays you back every single day if you really think about it. So if you're a creator, a freelancer, or just someone looking to save time, the Fifine AmpliGame D6 isn't just for gamers. It's for anyone who wants to do less clicking and have more flow in their work. I truly hope you all got some value out of this video. I would love to know in the comment section, what apps would you pair with the D6? And other than that, hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more future content, and as always, stay intentional. Peace.